Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Today is Halloween, and we have one very important question to answer. What is the best Halloween skin in Paladins? Now, last night, I quickly rushed out a poll to my Twitter, Discord, and YouTube community tab, asking which are your first, second, and third favorite Halloween skins in Paladins. And surprisingly, the results for all three questions were pretty similar. So in this video, we'll be going over the first, second, and third best Halloween skins in Paladins, and then at the end of the video I'll be giving my thoughts as to my favorite Halloween skins in the game, because my favorite Halloween skins are different to the skins that actually won the poll. So make sure to let me know in the comment section what your favorite Halloween skin is, and also take a guess at what my favorites will be, because, well, they might surprise you or you might see them coming a mile away. I'm not too sure. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So let's start things off with the third place winner. Now, there were four characters which all came really close to each other. In fact, two of them were tied for third place in the third favorite poll. And those two champions which were tied were Furious Soulstealer and Ying Deathspeaker. Now, Furious Soulstealer was a skin that I was a bit on the fence about adding, because technically it's not a Halloween skin. Technically, it's an Abyssal skin, which is, of course, a faction in Paladins. But I figured it is absolutely spooky enough to qualify as a Halloween skin. We've got the dark sort of raven style feathers on the wings with these sort of bat wings coming out of it. It's sort of a weird hybrid wing type thing. She's a demonette, and she's here to take your soul. She is literally called Soulstealer, and so I figured we had to add it, and it ended up getting 17 votes in this poll, which is tied with Deathspeaker. Now, Deathspeaker is just a full-on Halloween skin. It was actually released in a Halloween event a few years ago, and it came with a limited recolor that, unfortunately, I don't own, which is called Banshee. She takes her helmet off, and it's got a absolutely wicked purple and green color scheme, and it looks very good. But yeah, this skin is absolutely spooky. It's like an animated set of armor, and it just looks absolutely amazing. It's very haunting. The weapon in particular is like a demonic portal, and it is super cool. And the skin actually still holds up really well despite it being a few years old. The textures look good, the models look good. It's honestly a really great skin. So reaching, I guess, tied with third place for Soulstealer for the third best Halloween skin is definitely an honorable place for it to be. Now, these next two skins are gonna be a bit of a recurring theme in this poll. So we have Maldamba's Wicker Man skin, which is a scarecrow with a spooky snake, and it has arguably the best Halloween voice pack in the game, at least in my personal opinion. It has just such incredible, silly, goofy voice lines. I'll play a couple of them for you here. They are absolutely brilliant.
How does a scarecrow drink? Oh, the straw? Hi. If I wanted to heal, my schedule wouldn't allow it. 3 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 3:30, gaze into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve realm hunger, tell no one. 5:30, yell at the crows. 6:30, buy deft hands. I can't cancel that again. I'm booked.
And yeah, this one got 21 responses for the third favorite Halloween skin, which unfortunately does not make it the winner of that, but we will see this skin again in the other two questions. And the skin which took first place for the third favorite Halloween skin is Bewitching Evie. Now, this one is a Halloween classic. It is old but gold. It's one of the first Halloween skins they added to the game, and it is extraordinarily cute. She's just all in on the whole Halloween witch aesthetic, and it is just really nice. It's really well done. It does show its age a little bit because there are some clipping issues on this skin, like her hair clipping through her head, and some clipping issues with her skirt, but it's not really that big of a deal. And yeah, it just all around looks great, and so this one definitely deserves third place at the very least in my humble opinion. Alright, now let's take a look at the second favorite Halloween skin. And you'll notice we have a bit of a problem. So, Evie Bewitching won first place for the third favorite skin, And it also won first place for the second favorite skin, which is a bit silly. People can't really make up their minds on whether it's their second or third favorite, and you know what? I can't blame them. But yeah, one thing's for sure, it's definitely a very, very popular skin. And the results for the second favorite Halloween skin were actually a lot more concentrated around 3 skins in particular, all 3 of which are actually pretty old. We have Maldamba's Wicker Man skin yet again, Eevee Bewitching of course taking first place, and Maldamba's Wicker Man was actually tied with Bomb King. Now, Bomb King's Pumpkin skin is another classic, and it's not only one of the oldest Bomb King skins, but it's also one of the oldest Halloween skins, if not the oldest Halloween skin. I don't actually remember which one came out first, but it is extremely old, and it is just absolutely incredible. Giant jack-o'-lantern bomb throwing explosive gourds, explosive little pumpkins, and the giant grumpy with a knife sticking out of it because it's half carved. That is just the cherry on top. Really, really excellent skin. And yeah, it's tied with Wicker Man for second place for the second favorite Halloween skin. And Eevee won both, technically speaking. She did technically get more votes in the second favorite Halloween skin because they were more concentrated, so you could call her the winner of that. Or you could call Pumpkin the winner of second place. Honestly, it's a bit hard to decide because, well, like I said, the results for all 3 questions were very, very similar. It's really just the order that people had a lot of problems with between, you know, the most popular Halloween skins. They can't decide whether Eevee is first, second, third. Same with Wicker Man. And yeah, with all that being said, let's just check out the number 1 spot now. Alright, so now let's finally check out the favorite Halloween skin as voted by the about 250 people who answered my poll. And the first place of the favorite Halloween skin is, yet again, Wicker Man Maldamba. He's back for a third time, placing top 3 for all 3 questions, and for the favorite Halloween skin, he edged out into first place by actually about 6 votes, which is, well, considering the size of this poll, actually a pretty decent margin. And yeah, I think, honestly, a lot of it has to come down to his personality with this skin. His voice pack with this skin are absolutely top-notch. Now, if we're actually speaking objectively about the skin, it's not the highest quality skin. There are some, you know, areas around, like, his chest, whatever this weird... I don't know what you would call this like scarf-looking thing that looks like it's made out of hay. It's not like the most high-quality thing ever. The textures and modeling are like fine, but they're not like the craziest thing we've ever seen in a Halloween skin. But it still is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to the theme. The snake looks incredible, and again, those voice lines are just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, Eevee is back again. Eevee Bewitching took second place in the favorite Halloween skin. No tie this time. And yeah, I guess that overall just means that this is the second best Halloween skin in the game, just following Wicker Man. And then surprisingly, coming out of nowhere to take third place for the favorite Halloween skin was Genos' Soul Eater's skin. Now, this is definitely a very spooky, terrifying skin, and yeah, it hasn't really shown up in any of the previous questions as a real contender, but yet for the favorite Halloween skin, there were 24 people who actually voted for this to be their favorite Halloween skin, which is just 3 behind Bewitching, and it's only 9 behind Wicker Man, so yeah, really not that far behind. And this is another incredible skin. This is one of the first skins they released when they removed the parts and pieces system for skins. Now, parts and pieces was a system where you could take the head of one skin and put it on the body of another skin, or for some skins, like Fernando's skins, you could take the shield of one skin and put it on the armor set of another skin. And it was really, really cool, but they removed that system in order to ultimately make higher quality skins. And this was one of the first skins they came out with, and it still holds up to this day as one of the highest quality skins in the game. The design is incredible, the model work is incredible, the texture work is incredible, the eye on his weapon in particular, when you're looking at the thing in first person, it is so, so gorgeous. And it is actually a really, really good skin. This is also arguably the rarest skin in the game, because it is limited. It was limited to the Siege of Ascension Peak event, and it was also limited to a charity event where I think you had to donate like $250 to a specific charity in order to get this skin, which is a lot of money for a skin, but of course it did go to a good cause. But yeah, there is no recolor of this skin either, which means that if you don't own this skin, there's no way to play with a variant of this skin. It's not like Death Speaker Ying, for example, where if you don't own Banshee, You can still play the Death Speaker variant. You don't get to see her pretty face, but, you know, you still have this option, and you can still get this skin, I believe. Or at the very least with other Battle Pass skins that have recolors, you know the deal. You can get the base version of the skin, you just can't get the recolor. But yeah, that's not the case for Genos at all, so this is actually, like, arguably the rarest skin in the game. And I wonder if more people had access to the skin, if maybe it would have won because more people would get to experience it. But it is regardless an absolutely phenomenal skin. Alright, so now it's time to talk about my favorite Halloween skins. Now you can probably actually guess two of the skins just by looking at this screen right now, at who my highest levels are. And the third place skin is, of course, Bomb King's. Pumpkin is, yeah, it's just a really good Halloween skin. It perfectly embodies the spirit of Halloween. This giant, glowing, deadly jack-o'-lantern, all sorts of spooky. Got the purple and orange going on, and the black too. The gores that you throw are just really cool. It's just a really nice skin. It might not actually be the highest quality skin if we're looking at it from an objective standpoint of like how good are the models, how good are the textures, stuff like that. But this skin also holds a ton of sentimentality for me because I've been playing Bomb King for like 5 years now. He was my first main and he is still my highest level champion by a lot. And yeah, back when I first started maining him, this was the hot skin to get. This was like the premium Bomb King skin, and I remember being so happy when I finally unlocked this. It's just a really cool skin, and yeah, I still really enjoy playing with this from time to time. I definitely put it in the top shelf of the Bomb King skins that I like. Might not pass Biz King, because this is like the ultimate sentimental skin for me, but yeah, Pumpkin, still a really good skin, and one of my favorite Halloween skins, no questions asked. And now for the number 2 skin, we have a skin that didn't really get much attention in the poll actually, but I think if we're going by objective standards of model, texture, voice pack quality, etc., this would probably actually be the best Halloween skin, if not for my biases, which we'll get to when we get to the number 1 spot. So this skin is just absolutely gorgeous. It has some of the highest texture quality and model quality in the game. If we're just looking at the textures, they are super crisp, super sharp. The model looks absolutely phenomenal, and the general theme of this skin is incredible as well. He is an absolutely psychotic demon, and he does that aesthetic just so well. All the ornamentation and clothes look amazing yet intimidating. The kunai are just absolutely phenomenal, and the voice pack, oh my gosh, the voice pack. This is still one of my favorite voice packs in the game. I'll play a few just absolutely standout lines for you, and yeah, I mean, just listen to how creepy this sounds.
You are wonderful. I am violence incarnate.
Play to play. Immortal.
So yeah, this is just an absolutely top-notch skin, has an amazing voice pack, has amazing sound effects too, like when you ambush or when you ult. It is absolutely harrowing. And so yeah, I think if we're looking at this objectively from a standpoint of just simply how high quality is the voice pack, the visual effects, the sound effects, the model quality, and the texture quality, this one would be the overall winner for me. It absolutely nails the spooky, harrowing aesthetic, and it is so amazingly executed. It's not only one of the best Halloween skins in the game, but one of the best skins in the game, period, at least in my humble opinion. And now we get to the number 1 best Halloween skin in Paladins, in my opinion. I bet you never saw this one coming. That's right, it's Bewitching Eevee. As an Eevee main who has become an Eevee main in recent times, recent years, and who has gotten her all the way to my 2nd highest champion, even above champions who have been playing for an extraordinarily long time, like Grok, Makoa, Fernando, etc. Yeah, this is just an absolutely incredible skin. It's easily Eevee's best skin, just period. There are certainly higher quality skins in terms of model quality and stuff, like Toothache, for example. Has an amazing quality in terms of the model, the textures, stuff like that. But this one, just the theme takes the cake. And also it is really well done in terms of just the actual design choices of like the styling choices on the hat, on the dress, on the weapon. It all just looks great. And even though, again, like I said earlier, the skin does show its age, it still doesn't really hurt the skin all that much. Like the clipping on her hair, yeah, I mean, you can notice it, but it's not really a big deal. Still a cute hairstyle, still an absolutely amazing hat, and yeah, it's just a great skin. And yeah, while I did say Vatu's is objectively speaking better in terms of like the textures, model, etc., this one I admit it, I am far too biased, and so this one, yeah, it goes at the top of my list. And yeah, I mean, if you know me, if you've been watching my channel for a while, this is probably no big surprise at all. But with all that being said, that's where we're going to end this video. So, do you agree with the rankings on this poll? Do you think the skins that won should be the skins that won, or do you have a different opinion in mind? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload from me. And also make sure to check out my Twitch and my Discord, both of which are linked in the description down below. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.